What's up guys, Tamer here with Colorado Krav Maga, and today we're going to pit me, a grappler, someone with a lot of martial arts experience, against Nate, who has a ton of Krav Maga experience. Now, the idea behind this is we're going to pressure test some of the techniques that I use and that Nate uses. We pressure test things because if you don't practice it, we really don't know if it's going to work out there in the street, in the real world. So, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but it's some interesting stuff. Go ahead, watch the video, and let us know what you guys think in the comments.
I got shoes on, so if I step on you, my bad. You're fine. Bang, bang, bang. Woo. Woo. So let's just talk about that.
So yeah, guys, I just got shot. I was kind of wrestling he was wizarding me down on one side. I was wrestling up. I saw the gun on his waist, and I knew I had a brief moment of, I should grab the gun right now. And instead I tried to lock him up and tie him up, and then I saw his hand move for it, and literally the gun came across the left side of my face, and I was like, fuck. I should have grabbed it when I had the chance.
Yeah.
Did you feel anything?
So here's the truth. It was really interesting rolling, because as we were going, I just really waited. There was a couple of times where when I was on top on all fours and you had me in butterfly guard,
yeah,
and you were trying to throw me, that I literally was like, I should just go for it now. I should, instead of sacrificing, or I should sacrifice my good position and trying to control myself, yeah, and just go for the gun, and boom, and maybe you flip me over, but I still have the gun. In shooting, you always have your 5-step presentation, right? 1 on the gun, 2. I really just went 1, 2, 3. I could have shot from here.
Under stress.
Stress. And then I just...
Because you don't have to come off your body, because I'm
no, you're so close.
Yeah.
You're literally so close.
Just making sure you don't shoot you.
Yeah, and the muzzle's on you.
Yeah.
But then I just became a jerk, and I was like, you get to see the gun? So, yeah, it was interesting rolling, and I'll tell you this, me as the guy who has a gun, knowing that I have the gun, there was a brief moment of, okay, just make sure he doesn't get the gun. Hence why we were here, yeah, and I kept moving my hip away, yeah, to make sure that you wouldn't get the gun, and I was trying to control, and I was like, I just got to go from here.
Because my other thought was, when we were in this position, to shrug over the top, and get to this.
Oh, that would have been bad.
But I couldn't get to that side.
Yeah.
Real quick, answer down below in the comments section, would you have pulled the gun there, or would you have kept grappling?
Alright, let's go.
Have you done cramping? Good?
No, I'm good. Yeah. I was cramping from that sit. Oh, yeah. Good try out. Sorry. No shit.
Krav Maga!
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that was good.
That's why you invest in a better clip.
Yes. Let's talk about that. That was crazy.
So that round, I don't know if the camera was on it, but I pulled guard. It's on his right hip.
Yeah.
So I took my left foot and just kept kicking and kicking, because even if the safety was on, I knew I wasn't going to get shot randomly.
Right.
The safety was off, I mean. So I knew if I could get the gun out of his waistband, he might freak out and start reaching.
Which is what I did.
So the gun came out, But was this still on your hip?
No, the whole
gun
thing came out.
The gun actually came out.
No, the whole thing came out.
Oh, the whole thing. So
yeah, which we'll address.
it was like that. I had a brief moment where I was like, I had him in a good submission, but then he got his hand on the gun. So I started to address the gun. The only thing in my head was, keep the line of fire off me, keep the line of fire off me. And I knew as soon as I stopped controlling that muzzle, I was gonna get shot.
Yeah. So two things, I think. If you are, this is not just for law enforcement, but this is for people who CCW and you get in a fight in this kind of situation. Make sure that your holster is nice and secure. You got a good, secure holster, because the one I'm literally just wearing.
It's like a training holster.
Yeah, it's a good holster, but it's secure. Like, I don't have a good belt. I'm wearing.
Oh yeah, we're wearing MMA pants right
pants
now.
and a cup, a rash guard and a cup, and it's not secure. It's gonna move, and then also that your gun doesn't move too. So if you're gonna CCW, play around with it, like run, do some big heavy activity to make sure that it's secure. But
These shorts are not good.
no, this is hanging. You know, here's the other thing. From my perspective, you kicked it out. I was like, what is he doing? He's like trying to kick it, and he kicked it out, and I was like, we train that if the weapon goes away, fight the person.
Yep. Don't go for the
Don't
weapon.
go for the weapon. And it's weird because I went straight for the weapon. I literally just went straight for the weapon because it was free, but it was probably because I was close enough to grab it and go. I should have just kicked it out of the way and then re-rolled.
That's the same thing I was thinking. I'm like, if I can just get the weapon really far away, I'll be fine. But I actually couldn't see where it went. It was like behind him instead of like off to the side.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, if I do anything else, now I'm sweeping Nate away from the weapon. I'm pushing Nate away from the weapon. Or I'm moving my body, if I had full guard and didn't let go to go for the weapon, to get everything outside of this.
Yeah. Crazy. That was a good one.
Guys, listen real quick. Colorado Krav Maga has an online app that allows you to practice from home. If you want access to this, go ahead, check out the description down below and get some more information on it.
All right. Round tree. It's my jiu-jitsu. Feel Yep. Such a good one. That's scary.
I don't even, as soon as I saw your hand move, I just went for your hand.
You know what happened is, well, let's talk about it. I'll tell you exactly what happened on that one. We got, what do you call that? North and south? I call it north and
Got
south.
to a north-south position.
Yeah.
I threatened a headlock. I'm not assuming he has a gun when we high five, but as soon as I make visual contact with it, then that becomes my concern, right? I'm normal jiu-jitsuing until I get to, oh shit, that's a gun.
Yep.
Got to a position where I think you could have just single legged me down to the floor and taken top position.
Yeah.
But you went for the gun. So I just followed your arm down and then I felt the handle. So I grabbed the handle. It's like similar to hand fighting.
Yeah.
If I grab his hand, there's a push and pull.
Right.
I just followed his arm down and then I grabbed the handle and I knew he couldn't grab the handle from that point. So once I got to the top, I just pulled it out. Bang, bang, bang. Probably should have checked the safety.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
You could have ejected it too. All right, so, yeah, when he got me north and south and he got me in the headlock, there was that moment where he could choke me. And I tried to secure and I tried to get that leg and I was going, here's what's happening. I was going to try to just one leg take you down.
Yeah.
But then when you sprawled and started moving and I couldn't control that. And once you started moving towards the holster, I actually went to a, what do they call it? It's a retention. So the retention is you just take your hand and drive your gun, you drive the handle of the gun back into the holster so they can't pull it out. But I didn't do a good job of it, obviously, because all he did was put his, actually you went quicker than me. You got your hand on top and then you pulled it out and I was like trying to pull your hand down, but there was no way to do it. So, yeah, guys, this is, ugh.
Not fun. It's not fun for either of us because there's that constant like, uh-oh shit, there's a gun involved.
Yeah.
Next round, I would say don't pull the gun until I go for a submission.
Until you go for a submission?
Right.
Alright. Only if you're going for the gun or if you're giving me a submission. That was perfect. Especially since you were rolling over.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear you pull it. I felt it. I was like, oh, that's in my belly.
Boom, boom. Woo! Yeah.
I figured I'm like, if I roll him, he'll go for a support.
Hell no! I'm going for my gun. I'll go first. So
Yeah?
I was definitely trying to work side control.
Yeah, I had my legs kind of caught here.
Yeah. I was doing the Khabib. I'm not good at Khabib.
Moving my hips a lot.
Yeah, I was trying to get side control and just work from there because I really like working from side control.
Imagine how easy it would be to pull your gun in side control.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Neon belly.
Or neon belly. And my mistake was I let my left hand out and you trapped it. But in my head, as soon as you went to that, I was like, I gotta go to my gun. So I went to the gun and I felt you rolling me and I was like, okay, either he's gonna roll me to my back, which is okay, and it might relieve pressure on that lock. And it actually did until you had it pretty well when I landed on my back.
Yeah.
And I had shot you like 3 or 4 times as I was rolling.
Yeah, I felt the gun hit my belly before I got control. What I did was, I was gonna use it like this, where we had it. We had it over here.
Yeah.
And he caught me before I got to this, but I was gonna push here so that I could see the gun and then possibly let go and start working for it. But I got to like, I was rolling, we got here, and the gun was already in my belly. I was like, it's just crazy how fast these things move.
I don't want people to think that if you're rolling on the ground with a gun, you just gotta get away.
Yeah, protect your, I would say the biggest thing is protect your weapon. And that was my thought, that's why we did that last one was, I don't think the person would really pull their gun and put it into play unless it was a last resort.
Yeah.
You had to get this guy from choking you out, you know, your vision's going dark, your arm's about to snap, you know, something bad's about to happen to you, and gun has to come out. But it's like anytime my arms were tied up trying to attack you, there was the gun factor. And I started messing with my brain. I was like, if I commit to this choke, I know Nate's gonna pull the gun.
Yeah.
Or if I go for this lock, I really have to, you know, I don't want to hurt Nate, but like, in real life, you know, I train Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu and Krav Maga now, but in real life, it's not just like, I'm gonna slowly crank on this arm. It's, I'm gonna fucking rip this, if it's a life or death situation, someone tries to fight me on the street, I'm gonna rip this guy's shoulder out and get away.
Yeah.
In reality, like with resistance though, you just can't. You know, there's a weight difference and a size difference, but it's just like, as long as you're playing defense, there's a higher level grappler, it's really hard to pull things, especially when there's a weapon.
This is for the other side of it, right? You're in a fight and you're grappling. You're on the ground grappling, and you feel like this guy has a weapon on him, and he pulls it and starts shooting you. Understand this: you have to keep fighting under all of that. The fear, the thought of getting hit is scarier than actually getting hit. And you'll see this a lot or you'll hear about this a lot in encounters. There are people who get shot and don't know that they've been shot.
It's after the fact.
It's after the fact. It's literally, they got shot and they look at it like somebody tells them like, holy crap, you're bleeding. And they're like, oh, that's when the pain kicks in.
Adrenaline is a beautiful drug.
Magical thing. So for you guys who are rolling, you may not even hear the gunshot, you may not feel the gunshot, keep working, do what you got to do to get out of there, and then worry about that. I'm not saying like worry about it 2 days later, but worry about it when it's affecting you, and get to a safe place where you can address those wounds and stuff. But
hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you drop us a like and subscribe on this video if you thought it was cool, and drop us a comment. Let us know what you guys want to see next. We are all about pressure testing our techniques and making sure things work the right way. See you guys next time.